This is a safety issue. What are they paying you for? Over $2 million and you can't even pick this up, man. And they've put silicone here. Have a look. They put silicone here to stop the water going downstairs. That's all they did. They just put silicone here.
Is that bad?
To get rid of the rust, you can't just, they probably got it from another job site and just chucked it there.
Chucked it, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So this is old steel,
Yeah.
they just, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Points for recycling, I suppose.
So today you come here, you reckon, what do you reckon about the structure?
Well, what do you call that guy, huh?
Have a look at this. Right there. This screw is holding the stringer of the steel stairs. And then, have a look here as well. Hey everyone, I'm back again in West Melbourne doing a re-inspection of this property. We're hoping we can get the news and media involved for this project. The homeowners are completely distraught with what's going on. Items are not getting fixed. The homeowners have conducted their own destructive investigation and we're going to help them with that as well. We're going to rip out some ceilings, some walls to see the structure of what's been going on there. So stay tuned and let's go. We're going to start with this unit right here, and not sure if you guys remember that the high capacity overflow devices for the home were non-compliant. The homeowners tried to get the certificates from the building surveyor and they've just painted the downpipe like that. The ceiling's still out, complete schmozzle. And take a look at what happened here. The homeowners have ripped out the ceiling to expose all this imported steel works that's been happening here. And take a look at this. They've actually fixed the floor into the posies, into the floor joists with nails. Have a look. They've used nails. Yeah. Can you guys believe it? And not only that, these posies are supposed to be 300 mil and they're currently 260 mil wide. Unbelievable. And also, let's go to this section. They ripped out this section. I mean, I just ripped out this section right now to have a look at the steelwork there, and I am going to show you guys what's going on there. But first, I want to show you here. Have a look at the steelwork. $2.1 million, and this is what's underneath the plaster, guys. Steel, probably grabbed it from floating on the sea or something like that. I don't know where the hell they got it from. Have a look inside. Rusted steel already. Have a look. Oh my God. Now I'm gonna go inside there and I wanna show you guys something that's just mind-boggling. Let's go in. All right, let's go. Look at the rubbish, man. All right, have a look at this. I'm just gonna put the light here to adjust my camera. But take a look. That is what. Take a look at what's happening here. Have a look at this. Right there. This screw is holding the stringer of the steel stairs. And then, have a look here as well. They've got a bugle screw that's screwed into this timber with one bolt and the whole thing's floating. Wow, great idea, mate. And check out the electrical work as well. Look at the electrical work. Crossing the water, not clipped, they just threw it there. They're running it behind the cavity right there, the batten. Look at the batten. It's just trapped there. Rust. Take a look at the work, guys. Have a look, please. Comment about this workmanship. $2.1 million. And this is what these poor homeowners have bought, and they want out. They want a refund. They do not want this home anymore because they've bought it brand new. This is brand new. And this is what's happening. If you haven't seen the original video, I suggest you go and check it out. I've left it in the description. Just go check it out. This is the second part of this investigation where homeowners have taken action. They've contacted the builder and they're exposing all these items now. And they just can't believe what is going on. How did the building surveyor pass this? We do not know how the building surveyor has passed the work. There is a balcony right here that has an overflow device. They've designed it like a roof. And have a look where the overflow goes. Yeah. Onto the floor. Oh my God. Like, is this even fixed into position? Let me just have a look here. Like, what the? Are you for real? Look at this. It's not. Oh my God. What is happening in this country? What is happening? Current affair, if you're watching this, I welcome you to this home. Oh my God. Sorry, there's actually 12 here. Yeah. Now let's go upstairs. Are you guys ready? So I'm actually scared to go upstairs, but we're gonna have to do it, guys. Are you guys ready? First, this is a breach here of the NCC, the National Construction Codes, for the height, the head height of the stairs. So if I measure it right now, it's 1.84. So basically, look, if I'm walking, I can actually hit my head. Let's have a look. Have a look. All right, recording me. See how I'm walking? Look at this. Bang. Have a look. See that? Have a look, guys. I'm walking. Bang. See that? No good. Building surveyor passed this. Non-compliant. They're obviously repainting all the stairs, re-sanding it. They've removed all the flooring. Have a look. What the hell is this? Non-compliant, mate. Also, they're using this little sander to just sand around the joints because it was out. I think it was out by 12 mil last time I checked. So this is a brand new home, guys. Don't forget, they removed it. Let's go upstairs and see what else is going on. So this is that level there. We're gonna look at the work that they've done. Let's take a look at here. They removed the flooring here as well. These homeowners have settled. They've moved in. They've settled, moved in, and check out what happened. These homeowners, brand new home, $2.1 million, West Melbourne. They bought it. Look at this schmozzle right there. There's the builder. Look at the job site. Where is the VBA? I do not know. Where the hell is the VBA? And where is the building surveyor? Building surveyor, mate. How can you pass this poop? I do not know. Let's go up. Serious, I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of this, man. They're giving certificates. They're giving. Look at this. Wow. Take a look here as well. Look at this work, mate. Have a look. They've ripped it all out to expose the structure, and we're gonna do an investigation of what the hell they did here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's why you're buying a new home. You gotta be careful, guys. Just get it checked by a professional. Keyword, professional. Don't go on Yellow Pages and just choose any random guy. There's a lot of people that are not qualified to do an inspection. They don't even know what they're doing. And they settled to this. They settled to this schmozzle. Take a look, mate. Non-compliant sump. Building surveyor issued an occupancy permit for this work. I do not know how. I do not know how. I do not know how. So as you can see, destructive investigation underway. West Melbourne. We're gonna go to the second unit now. But first, let's look at some of the items that we've seen so far that's structurally non-compliant. First, I want to show you guys what is happening inside here. Have a look. I don't know how building surveyors are operating these days. What the hell is this? For real, guys. We need to rip out the ceiling now. And I'm gonna ask the homeowners to rip it out for me. We're gonna just take the ceiling out. And what the hell's going on there? With this fire check. Let's get the ladder and go there. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Take a look. What is this? There is a beam there apparently that goes through to the next unit. And have a look how they sealed it. They've sealed it with, guess what? Plaster adhesive. Yeah. And there's a missing bracket as well, as per the engineering. How did the building surveyor miss this? How did the engineer who signed off the job miss this? Have a look at the wiring. It is strapped as well. You can't do that. In breach of AS 3000. Wow. Oh my God. What a mess. What a complete mess. I have to tell the homeowners, mate, you just can't live here, mate. You got to demo and start again. And that's why I made this keychain right here.
Are you guys for real? Unbelievable.
So we've got the version 3 keychain.
How cheap can you be? The best way to rectify is demo and start again. What can I say? This is a complete schmozzle.
So the perfect button for this job is this.
The best way to rectify is demo and start again.
That's right, demo and start again, guys. Now let's have a look at this section right here as well. How did the engineer miss this? That this right here is upside down. And oh my God, what is this as well? Where the hell did they find this piece of timber? I do not know. So basically they've used this to brace the joist because they've penetrated it. Now, how the hell is this fit for purpose? We do not know. They've just grabbed it off the street and just slapped it there. Wow. And check this out, this flooring. I don't even know what's going on there. See there's some efflorescence, probably leaking already. Oh my God. This is terrible news for the homeowners. Very terrible news. So I want to go to the next unit because the next unit is a complete schmozzle as well. And I want to see if the homeowner can have a chat to me about her experience with the builder, developer, building surveyor. It will be very, very interesting if I can get her input. So first of all, have a look at what happened here. Do you remember that pipe right there that was discharging underneath this car stacker? Guess what? It got redirected all the way here by a labourer. Yeah, not even a qualified plumber did this here. And it has to get discharged to the legal point of discharge, like this stormwater right now just discharges straight right here onto the strip drain. What a mess. And then have a look at this car stacker. What the hell? Yeah, there's no way I'll park my car on there, man. There is no way, Jose. And have a look at this. You can actually fall more than 1 meter here. This is a breach of the National Construction Codes as well. So the opening is around, let's have a look, 220 mil. So a kid can fall right through. This is crazy. So take a look how you can see some water that's being trapped right there. So there's no adequate fault drainage as well. This is pretty bad. So who knows what they've done here? And they've got a drain as well over there, but the whole system, the way it's done, it's not compliant at all. There is no pump here in case there's water that gets trapped here. Like last time, remember on the video how water was just being trapped here? Well, guess what? No change. They've just redirected this pipe right here, all the way from here to here. Crazy. And take a look what they've done here. They did an opening here, and we're going to get the ladder shortly and have a look what they've done. But they're trying to investigate what is happening to this home. I can't see any bolts for this railing plate that's been installed. So you can see this grey steel, imported steel, and then the blue one as well. It's a replica of true core steel. Unbelievable. So there's a mixture of a couple of manufacturers here. Now let's go upstairs, see what these guys have done. I'm really interested to see, you know what, I'm gonna start with the upstairs. I wanna go to right up on the alfresco area to the roof terrace. I wanna go to the roof terrace area now and have a look what they've done first, and then I'll work my way down. You can see they've opened up a lot of ceiling spots. Look at that. Imagine moving into a new home and this is what you get. Stripping it out. And have a look at this piece of timber. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? What is going on here? Have a look, guys. See here. You can see the true core steel and also the copied steel. So this here is from Alibaba and this here is from Australia. This is made in Australia and this is Alibaba. Yeah, nothing wrong with Alibaba, just we don't know if it complies with the Australian standards. We do not know. I'm not sure why these guys are using all these different type of steel instead of being consistent and using one company. Oh my goodness. The other thing I want to show you guys is that, see this piece of metal right here? Let's just get this and show you guys. This is supposed to be a strong back connection. And the builder surveyor has signed this frame off. The builder surveyor has signed this frame. Take a look. Yeah. Nice job, mate. What a shame. Shame on the VBA and shame on the builder surveyor. Now these homeowners are stuck with this really bad build. Unbelievable, guys. Mix of true core steel, Australian made product right here, mixed with, guess what? This steel right here, imported steel. And also the screws are too close to the edge, non-compliant. They've used nails. They've used nails in some areas to fix down the chipboard, the yellow tongue chipboard right here. I just can't believe it. And I'm only in the bedroom. Can you imagine the rest of the townhouses, what we're dealing with? This is a complete demo job. Like, you gotta remove all the plaster everywhere, assess the frame again, sign it off, replaster, and paint again. This is not fair for the homeowners. They didn't pay a couple of $100,000. They paid $2.1 million for this. Crazy, guys. Oh my God, I'm just gonna take this and walk around the job now. Let's go. Let's go upstairs now. This is the kitchen, living area, and what a schmozzle. Look at this, kitchen area, exposed to insulation. I need my mask. And take a look at what's going on here as well. Building surveyor approved this work right here. Pauses. These floor joists are just sitting on these timbers. Oh, here it's not. Here it's fixed into this other steel work. Plaster screws. Yeah. They've used plastering screws, guys. Look at this. This here. This Zinc yellow screw right there. Can you guys believe it? Oh my goodness. And check out how the steel is all rusting. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There is not even one thread on these bolts. Take a look at this. I am sorry for screaming, but this is crazy. There's actually 2 bolts here that are holding these 2 timbers right there. And guess what? It's actually run, let me see. I don't know if you guys can see, I'll get a light. It's holding on by like 2 threads. This is a safety concern right there. Have a look. Unbelievable. The building surveyor signed this off. Where is the VBA? I don't know. I do not know. Probably on holiday somewhere. I don't know. If you see the VBA, let me know, guys. I'm still trying to absorb the data from this complete schmozzle. I am telling you guys, I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Like, first of all, you can see that these 2 bolts right here have barely any thread, a breach of the code. Not only that, there's no washers. And then we have this floor joist right here. We have this floor joist. Take a look, guys. They're sitting on this angle. And this is actually leaning away. I'm gonna go downstairs to get my level and check this out. Like, I just can't believe how the engineer did this. How did he approve this, man? I'm spinning out. I just can't believe what is happening. I really can't. Oh my goodness. What is going on in the world? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just crazy, guys. This is just unbelievable. Have a look. So I am at this section right now of the stairs where it was leaking downstairs from the previous video. These guys said, sorry, we've done our best and corked the rest, for real. They did say that. They fixed everything. But I want to show you guys the workmanship of rectification, what these guys are doing. This homeowner has had enough. She wants her money back. Just look at how they're repairing this job. I really can't believe what these guys are doing. Take a look. Yeah. Have a look at this. And take a look at this as well. Yeah, have a look at that amount of silicon. These guys are just putting silicon everywhere. Literally everywhere. And also, have a look what they've done here. This was an area where water was always going in from, with a window junction to the wall. Now they've just put silicon everywhere. So when the water does accumulate in this area, because have a look, it's all open, it's gonna just sit there. Let me have a look at my little level so you can tell me what happens here. It's actually level, 1 mil. There's a little fall, 1 mil fall towards this way. So water will just sit here, over time deteriorate this silicon, and water goes downstairs. Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. I'll just take your $2.1 million and give you a silicon job. Look at this, and have a look at this screw right here as well. This screw right here as well. An entry of water as well. This is a point of entry for the water right there for this screw. Have a look at this job. Wow. Look at this flashing. This is the worst job so far. West Melbourne, Victoria, not Kazakhstan, Australia. Yeah, please. There's West Melbourne in Kazakhstan as well, so don't get confused. All right, here as well. Have a look at this work. Oh my God. Yeah, brand new. This is brand new. I hate to repeat myself, but this is a brand new build. And what a schmozzle. Non-compliant items. So he can issue an OC permit even though there's still some breaches. Have a look at this extract right here. Can you believe it? And he also said this in the email. Have a look at the email that he sent to the client.
Hi, homeowners. The occupancy permit was issued as we received all necessary statements, certifications, and compliance certificate from the registered builder, registered engineers, and licensed contractors, in addition to an approved final inspection being undertaken. As a result of receiving the appropriate paperwork, we, in good faith, have issued the occupancy permit. Please note that pursuant to Section 46(2) of the Act, the issue of an occupancy permit is not evidence that the building or part of a building to which it applies complies with the Act or the building regulations. The issues raised in the independent inspection reports received to date are builders' issues. We are not a clerk of works. We do not complete the building work and are not supervisors which oversee the day-to-day activities. It is solely the responsibility of the registered builder to complete the works in accordance with the applicable legislation, codes, and standards. You should be engaging with the builders to have the matters addressed within their defects, a liability period. The mandatory inspection stages for a Class 1 dwelling are before placing a footing, before pouring in situ reinforced concrete, completion of framework, and a final inspection. Regulation 172 relating to lightweight construction required to resist the spread of fire is not applicable to Class 1 buildings and is not a mandatory inspection to be undertaken as such. We require the registered head contractor to provide a statement confirming the installation has been undertaken in accordance with the required manufacturer's installation guides. Further to this, and given the use of light gauge steel framing is a nuanced building system, we have relied on a registered structural engineer completing the structural steel and light gauge steel framing inspections and certifying the installation complies with the relevant legislation. This is permitted by Section 34B of the Act Inter Alia Regulation 174 of the Regulations. We have received Regulation 126 Compliance Certificate per Regulation 123A for the installation of the light gauge steel framing and structural steel from registered engineers. The roof plumbing and associated installation of roof sheeting and metal wall cladding and all associated flashing, we have received plumbing compliance certificates from a licensed plumber specific to this scope of works as per Part 12A of the Act and as required by Regulation 186B. Per Section 221ZJ of the Act, a plumbing certificate must not be signed if the statement contains any misstatement or fact. In relation to the statements certificates received from the registered builders, engineers, and licensed tradespersons, it is not our role to question the integrity of such claims and must accept the statements in good faith. As outlined above and previously mentioned, your concerns are related to builders' works. You should be utilizing the defects and liability period to have the builder rectify the building works. As we have received a FOI request to provide our PI policy, we have been required to notify our insurer and will take their direction on any such matters from here on. This may result in no longer being in a position to continue to communicate directly with you. We will be at the discretion of our insurer and their advice moving forward. Upon confirmation from the superintendent that the defective items identified in my emails dated the 19th of January, 2024, the 19th of March, 2024, and the 22nd of March 2024 have been complied with, we will seek appropriate statements and complete a further inspection. This again will be visual only and not destructive in nature.
So this job has been signed off by the building surveyor, and basically the homeowners were so upset that an OC has been issued and they bought this property. And the building surveyor, and I'm recording this on my VR, I'm gonna show you, switch it to that. Have a look at this, guys. This is the email that they've received. Please note that pursuant to Section 46, Part 2 of the Act, the issue of an occupancy permit is not evident that the building or part of the building to which it applies complies with the Act and the regulation. And I've got, where is the Building Act right here? I've got the Building Act right here. You can see 46 Part 2, an occupancy permit under this division is not evidence that the building or part of a building to which it applies complies with this Act or the building regulations. All right, fair enough, man. You've covered yourself. But for real, this is a safety issue. What are they paying you for?
over $2 million and you can't even pick this up, man. Come on, mate. And just wait, guys, until we show you the final item. The final item, which I could not believe my eyes. LV went through the calculations of the engineering and the engineering certificates, the 126 engineering certificates, and guess what? You're gonna find that shortly. We are with Friendly Jordies. Thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure.
We're gonna see what's going on here. I wanna show him the next construction site and show him what's going on in this building. So let's go and have a look. Have a look at how they've done these stairs. I mean, this is the laundry here. The minimum requirements for the height of the laundry is not achieved. This is the laundry. Look, can't even go inside.
Is this the laundry? Is it? Man, Harry Potter's closet was bigger. This is incredible. So does this close up and, that's working. Yeah, that's good. Jesus, look at this.
They had to open all this up. Look at this steel. This is a brand new build, and the steel is rusting away already.
Oh. And that's not supposed to.
Well, yeah,
happen,
you're supposed to get rid of the rust. You can't just, they probably got it from another job site and just chucked it there.
Chucked it, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So this is old steel and
Yeah.
they just, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, points for recycling, I suppose. And so this is supposed to be all like, it's advertised as just, this is all brand new, this is good.
This is brand new, but what they've done now, they've actually sold it to these homeowners, and now they're starting a renovation. Like, you're supposed to buy a new home, the floor here was out, it was like, out of level, so they took it all off, and now they have to do it again. They have to re-level it.
Okay. Now, if you walked in here before without all of this being stripped back, you would be able to tell that this is a bad build.
Yeah, we're the ones who defected all these items. We told them all this stuff is non-compliant, and then they started fixing it.
Yes.
But then the homeowner decided to just start stripping out everything. Like, for example, have a look at these positives right here. Those structures right here are sitting on this wall, yeah? They're sitting on this wall, and they're supposed to be studs here, like right there. They've cut that, they've cut it, and now it's sitting on something that's not supported properly.
That turns into like a serious hazard, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it's load bearing. It's holding all this weight. And look, you can tell from this builder right there. Have a look at next door. That's the builder.
Yeah, it's just it's a tip. It's not a side, eh? I don't even know where they're going to... I suppose you could do a cement truck there or something, but... All right, so this is phase one.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys have come in and done this, I'm guessing phase one is going to stay phase one for a while? They're not going to start with another one?
Now because our video's out, the first video came out.
Yeah.
A lot of people are seeing the video and they're, man, we're not going to buy this. Especially after we show them what's going on now regarding the earthquake requirement that hasn't been allowed for. The engineer classified this build as a shed or a garage.
What?
That's
what? And so they're signing this off as a 14 to 16 metre garage or shed or something like that. And that's how they just got around that little...
I'm not going to sit there and do the calculations. I'll just give me the paperwork. Does it comply? All right, cool. He doesn't even check all this stuff. But now that we've checked it and it's been sold to a lot of people, now there might be a risk because the calculation hasn't been allowed for. It's a requirement. It's a requirement under the National Construction Codes that you have to incorporate that for anything over 8.5 metres. But this guy said, no, I'm going to classify this as a garage or a shed. It's on the actual calculations.
Wow.
He says that.
Okay, and so, because I understand that this is a problem when it comes to New South Wales. When you're talking about certifiers, it's as soon as like they started just, originally it was designed for things like patios and stuff that you'd have a private certifier there. But then they just started expanding its role more and more to the point that you can get a private certifier to go into basically a skyscraper and be like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and so is that the same thing that's happening?
Exactly happened, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And that's why that video that I showed you with that engineer that came to site, he's like, yeah, structure's okay, mate. They just get their own guy to say, yeah, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So we're going to ask you some formal questions. So you are what kind of engineer are you?
Let him do the inspection first, and then you can ask him.
You finished one thing already.
Okay. What do you think for 37?
37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the original engineer who signed off the?
No, because they say that there's some sound on
So
the
you
floor.
you happy to record? Yeah.
Yeah, you can record
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
you know.
I'm going to record.
It's just that the contractor, right, say that there's some sound on the floor. So
They already fixed. I'm telling you the.
so that's what I'm here for. I've just come to have a look because he asked me to come.
So I'm telling you today.
Yeah.
The main reason you come here is check the structure issue. You're not
The
going to.
floor,
Not
the
just.
sound.
I'm telling you the sound. Where the sound comes from. You guys should using the nails. All right. Not using the nails, but the builder using the nails. This is where the sound comes from. So
see.
If do you agree?
How do you know that?
We got a report already. And then I'm telling you today, you come here to check. Yeah,
That's
you,
possible because
Yeah,
the sound can come from anywhere. We're not sure.
yeah. So from your perspective, you reckon the structure is totally fine. Do you agree?
The structure should be okay because
Should be okay.
That is the trusses.
Yeah. So what's the evidence you reckon that's okay? Did you do any measurement? I didn't see
because
you
you
bring
can-
any measurement here.
you can
You just
do-
have a look 2 minutes maximum for the entire thing.
You can do the calculation.
So you can do the calculation.
It's not. You can. You already done the calculation.
You can. You say you can do that.
You got down the certificate already. You pass on to the surveyor.
From
Oh,
calculation.
you pass the, but you just mentioned
from
you are not the
calculation,
original
you
one.
know- From calculation, you know whether the
Do you have the?
trusses is
Yeah.
strong enough.
Yeah, you did the detailed
But
the
then you
calculation.
see, the problem, the thing now is about the sound. You see.
No, it's
the
nothing about the sound. Sound is one small partial thing. It's more about the structure-wise, the installation, like everything related to the structure here. So I'm asking you, do you agree this everything is fine? No
The
structure.
structure is done by the original engineer.
Done
which
by the
is 3M.
So you are not the original engineer.
No,
So
I only do I help him.
so
to do
today
the-
today you come here, you reckon what do you reckon about the structure?
Well, the what do you call that guy? Huh? There is what's his name? Did the report that one?
No,
The third party.
because
There is
you're
another guy
you're the
who
engineer, come here to check the structure.
There's
So I
a
would,
number of things that he brought up, So, but then that's not just for here, it's for everywhere, That's
Everywhere.
like a general thing.
the general thing. What kind of general thing? Do you want to be more specific?
You can read the report,
So you're going to provide a formal report
Not me. That one is done by another guy.
done by another guy. But what's the main reason you come here?
Can
Are
you
you?
just tell him what? You see, the thing is, I only come here when he
No, the issue
when he
is
asked me to
they
come.
don't- They're asking you something which is
No,
not
wait.
your part.
Yeah.
They're asking who is the person designed this structural things originally, but that's not you, so you can't justify
Yes.
if that's
now
right or
you
wrong.
look at the outcome
issue.
here,
I
the
only-
structure.
I only look at the material supplied by him, you see, which is those metal,
The
like
metals.
the floor
Do you
joints,
reckon the metal is Australia standard?
That one got to ask him. He's the supplier.
But if you have no idea why you come here and make like professional judgment,
No, because he's a supplier.
he's a supplier.
he-
So
he
from
guar-
your,
he
from your
guarantees
perspective,
it.
because this is structure very serious issue here. I'm asking
No,
you.
how do you know that's very serious?
Structure is always serious issue.
No, why you are saying there's a structural serious issue? Why you
No,
say
no,
that?
I'm saying
No,
structure.
you said that.
I say structure is a very
No,
serious.
you said there is a structural serious issue. Why you say
I'm
that?
not saying that.
You said already.
Because we got
Yeah, that.
we got third party independent.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, there are two engineers, not only one. One person designed,
Mm-hmm.
and he's saying he provided computation, everything is okay.
Okay.
So we have to question the first engineer if the structure is designed okay.
Yeah.
What's the
And
other
the second
engineer?
one thing is about the product. So
What's the
my
other
question is
engineer
about the
thing?
another engineer thing.
So two engineers. What's
What's
their jobs? Different?
Does that mean you have two
No,
certificates?
that's, first of all, we have to design to make sure the structure is supported properly.
Yeah.
That's the duty for the first engineer, and he has to pass on to the surveyor relevant document. And then there's another engineer after everything is built up. We have to do the inspection. That's another engineer. Okay, that's the way. And then whatever I do, I have to provide computation as well. Follow as per Australian standard. What's the span for the policy? Why people standing in the middle of the room, they're not fall off, which you're not. So structurally, from my perspective, there is no any issue. But other things like leaking or some other small issues on site, that relates to the builder to the quality control.
So that's
we have already sent through the full engineer report from our end, and you guys, if you have any argument about what he supposed about the defect or non-compliance of the whole building, you can directly answer it in the email or directly attach the.
The builder will
post it,
reply you.
Well, section 1.1 is wrong. What
It's
your
okay.
observation is
It's
wrong.
okay.
And I got
You can
one,
discuss with
I got
detail
one
with
question I
builder.
want to ask you.
No, it's okay.
I got one question,
Do you want to
'cause
discuss
you
in
have-
another room, or that's it? Up to you if you want to do
Honestly,
another.
builder kind of not know much. You guys are specialists in this
Builder
little
knows.
things.
Builder knows the whole
Building
process.
management.
So you are only
not only management,
you only
yeah,
the
that-
provider, yeah?
So you are
See, the thing is that
supplier?
every project, there's a set of drawings. You see. The building surveyor will, there will be the contractor who construct it, you see. After that, there will be the building surveyor who will do the inspection as well as the approval. So everybody is involved, and everybody has to do their part, to the best of
So
their
yeah, what's
ability.
the part you reckon it's totally correct?
Totally correct. This one is a project, you see. So if you want to get 100%, it's very hard, So everybody is just doing their best.
So you means Australia standard doesn't need to be met.
You have to have have a license to do this work,
Yeah, that's a
So
compulsory thing.
any third party will come and say something is not right. He don't have the power.
No, we
He can comment as much
No,
as
no,
he
too
like.
far, Peter. We don't drag this story too far. Are you happy for the inspection, or you want to go more further?
Well, you can go to the other one, the 27.
Well, whichever one.
Yeah.
You want to open the door?
Okay.
Let's walk around.
No, I want to ask you one question.
No, it's
Because
okay.
you
No,
are
it's
the
okay.
provider.
It's okay. It's okay.
Why we have
No, I
three
don't want to
different-
drag around.
No.
Three different
Products.
brands.
Because
brand
last
How
time,
do you know that's three? How do you know that's three?
oh, last time you said you're going to give
No,
me the
you
product.
said three, not me.
So not you.
Not
You
me.
can see it's
So you can't.
No, it's okay, it's
I
okay.
think that's a
three.
good thing.
You can
I want
three
you to.
different brands.
Yeah, we
How
got
do you
three
know?
different brands
You
here.
can
No,
see
no.
your eyes.
No.
Do you want
Look,
to take a
different
look?
Colors. Different colors.
I can
different
discuss.
brands.
How many colors of this car? You answer me.
Yeah, let's
How many
have a,
colors?
let's have a look. Let's.
Many colors, as many as you can. But still Audi. That's Audi A7. That's black. But they can make white. They can make yellow.
But we just asked why you
Yeah,
have
why you
three
three different colors? Do
It's
you
the
have the-
supplier. It's the
Do you
supplier.
have certificate?
It's the supplier.
Do you have
Of course.
certificate?
Of course.
Okay, you mentioned you're going to provide the certificate. Where's the certificate?
Certificate was already provided to the builder before we engage the job.
So why the
Certificate.
builder still asking you the
You
certificate?
can't ask me relates to the builder.
Oh, okay.
I can only answer you from my part, and we can't drag around
So you
this whole story.
All right, so-
And if your question relates to any original design, and also why the way they designed this high-rise or medium-rise apartment or houses, you have to question the first engineer who designed this house. He's the person only assisting us to do the inspection.
to supply and to install.
But those things you have to question the builder, not us.
You have to
we
go-
can.
you have to-
Yeah, it's not just we are trying to.
So you are just
You can-
fighting for the
finalize.
trust.
You
correct?
cannot say another builder or engineer is wrong. You see, you have to only the court can ask you to get another engineer to prove it. You see. So just looking at something it's very hard to know the full information. And if you don't test the product, you also cannot
That's
say.
fine,
You
that's
see, you can only comment.
No, that's
So,
Australian
so
standard.
you
No, Peter,
sure there's only one product? So there's no three different products.
Peter, we can't drag around the whole story. It's going
Yeah.
to last for 5 hours. Let's go now.
Okay.
And then we come back once the builder makes a point.
Okay, cool. I'm going to post on social media. Just let you know.
So do they check anything, or do they ever write anything negative, or is it always just this sort of tick and then moving on?
Yeah, that's it. And then until we come in and we just check out the whole thing and it doesn't comply. Like, for example, you've got timber here. See a timber floor? They fixed it into the steel with a nail. You have to use screws. Like, for example, look here. See how there's a nail?
Oh
there?
man, I thought you were talking about the block of wood for a second.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
They've used nails and nail into steel that just comes out. It's not even adequate fixing.
There's no friction or interlocking.
You have to use a screw.
Yeah,
into
the
steel.
screw has the little spirally
Yeah.
thing on it. At least that acts as some sort of.
Yeah, this guy's used
anchor.
nails.
Yeah, look, it's amazing. I've
Yeah.
been noticing exactly the same thing in New South Wales with limited
Yeah.
expertise, but it is remarkable to me that
Yeah.
you have these authorities that seem to just be these paper tigers that do nothing.
Yeah.
They
Exactly
really
right.
don't seem to punish anyone for anything ever. It's like, it doesn't matter how dodgy a plumber that you send to, I don't know, Fair Trade in New South Wales or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, I've seen ones that, I know of one that found a guy that had dementia and double charged him because he forgot that he paid him, you know? And it was like a $100,000 job at the end of it. He goes to Fair Trade, nothing happens. It's incredible. So the same thing's happening here, just that you send it to these bureaucracies that are supposed to punish these people, there is no punishment.
Exactly right.
Unbelievable.
Well, it's a very, very slow process. I mean, if they do want to do it, the amount of videos I did for the properties here in Victoria, the VBA never reached out to me, not even once. In New South Wales, I did a couple of videos there, and they reached out to me straight away. Where is this site?
Oh, really?
And now they're onto it, yeah.
Oh, that's great. And look, as long as I hear some sort of compliance, I'm happy.
But here in
even if it's
Victoria-
slow, I get the bureaucracy's a slow machine, you know?
Yeah.
But there has to be something.
We took out this wall right here.
Yeah.
I mean, before we look at this wall, I want to show here. Like, look at these bolts. Have a look at this connection right here. See here the bolts?
Yep.
There has to be a minimum of one thread past the bolt as it goes in. That they've merely just touched it. Like, I mean, this is so logical that anybody should know about this. They've just kind of placed it on the bolt. So there's a bolt going through here. See it right here?
Yeah.
All the way through.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of got like 2 or 3 threads on it. That's it.
And this one here, they...
So it's about to fall.
there.
It's about to fall over.
Wow, it's incredible that you guys have a, you know, like
We know.
Sherlock Holmes, you know?
Yeah.
You know all these little clues in here.
And then you've got, this is a firewall, for example. It's non-compliant. Non-compliant because there's supposed to be, for example, see this sealant?
Yeah.
Fireproof sealant between this unit and the next one?
Yeah.
When there's joints like that, it has to go all the way through up. But look, see how they stopped here? This is minor items, but it's still a fire rating requirement. The builder signed it off, said, yeah, this firewall complies. So he signed it off even though it's not compliant. There has to be a gap of 20 mil between this and the fire panels, and you can see how it gets tighter. But all those items right here are non-compliant items, and it's signed off.
That's incredible. And
So
this
all
is
these have to get ripped off
All of
everywhere.
it?
Yeah, because the same thing's done everywhere.
So how much is this going to cost the builder at the end? Because it seems like they pretty much have to
Well, the builder's
rebuild
gone MIA.
almost. So what happens? Nothing. It just
yeah,
stays
these
like
homeowners
this.
want a refund. They go, mate, you made us buy it. The building surveyor signed it off, given an occupancy permit saying it's safe to occupy. But then he wrote an email back saying, yeah, but the Building Act says that even though I give an OC permit, there still might be some non-compliant items. So the Building Act protects the building surveyor when they sign off a job. So, hey man, I'm going to give you this, but there might be some items.
But this is more than some items, though. It seems like every wall that you've shown us and roof has serious defects in it. Like, there doesn't seem to be anything solidly built. Well, this veranda, you've got nothing against it, yeah.
There was a tarp here, a massive tarp protecting. This was all cladded before and it was leaking. I mean, these guys came and they've put silicone here. Have a look. They put silicone here to stop the water going downstairs. That's all they did. They just put silicone here.
Is that bad?
Well, yeah, it is bad because that means the last line of defense is the silicone.
Oh, the last line of defense. Oh, okay. So this is your Men in Black right here. Oh, man. This is incredible. So,
It's just
like, all of these people just lie
Yeah.
in their papers. It's not even fudging the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
And so you think that a lot of the time they're not even coming to the site. They're writing something off and saying,
We're walking around now, like me and you are walking around, we're looking up and we're saying, well, that bolt is not even connected properly. There's missing silicone. Like, these are minor items, but they're in breach of the Australian standards. And the Australian standards is the minimum standards. They haven't even achieved the minimum. And then the building surveyor goes, oh yeah, no, we're protected by the Building Act. So it's just dodginess everywhere, man. And these guys sold it to these homeowners. The homeowners now, man, it's a renovation. I bought a brand new home, $2 million. And
this is what it is.
yeah.
This is what
And
it
now,
is.
yeah, no worries, we'll fix it up for you.
But this seems like major. This is. This seems more complicated than just building it right in the first place at this point.
It is. Well, they have to strip everything apart now because every wall that gets exposed, we're seeing non-compliant items.
Yes, yes. So you haven't even done like a thorough full inspection of it yet?
just those patches where they've taken out the walls. We're saying this is what's going on. Yeah.
Damn. And this is something that happens a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Builders boom and bust, don't they?
Yeah. This guy goes bust now, and then they have to access the insurance. You can't get more than $300,000 from the insurance, from the builder's insurance. So the homeowner is protected only if the builder goes bust, dies, or disappears.
Yeah.
So if the builder, let's say he goes bust, then you have access to his insurance. You don't have access to his insurance before. Only if he dies, bankrupt, or disappears. You get $300,000 maximum.
Maximum.
And this is going to cost more than that. Every single bathroom.
How much do you reckon it's going to cost?
Oh, at least over $500,000 easy to fix. So just be careful if you buy property, yeah?
I'm just so scared of buying one because what can you do? When am I supposed to call you? At what point?
Well, before it's on the
Before
contract.
you even buy it?
Right on the contract, any non-compliant items, I'm out. On the contract of sale. Don't say subject to building and pest inspection, say subject to non-compliant items on the report. So you can get out. And watch, no one will give it to you. They'll say, no, take it out of the contract.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, is that because even the best build, even with the best intentions, you build something, there's always going to be something that's non-compliant? Is that the case?
There's going to be non-compliant issues, but not to this degree.
Exactly right. So you would actually go into some building sites and be like, okay, there's some things that are just a bit off, but it's okay.
For example, with the floor here, the floor level's out here, it's about 7 mil out, over 2 meters, maximum is 4 mil out. You probably say, oh, don't worry about that. I'll put a table there, I don't care. You get, I really like the location, I really like the property, it's minor. But when you get structural issues, waterproofing issues, roofing issues, you're like, hey man, this is adding up to be a major issue. How long is it going to take to fix it? It's going to take him 6 months to fix it. And you don't want people to work on your new home. I mean, I bought a new home. If it's like painting, silicone, and some minor items, you probably yourself will say, yeah, I'm happy with that, man. This homeowner, for example, now has discovered all these non-compliant items, rings a building surveyor, say, hey man, we've got safety, non-compliant issues, etc. The building surveyor will issue a building notice. They tell the homeowner, hey man, you've got non-compliant items. Instead of telling the builder to fix it, they tell the homeowner to go fix it. I don't agree with that because I found all these major issues and you're telling me to go fix it under a time constraint, else I'm going to get stuffed up. Instead of getting that notice and enforcing on the builder.
Yeah.
They enforce it on you.
It's incredible, isn't it?
That's not fair.
Yeah.
So he's given an OC permit, yep, it's all good. Oh, it's not compliant. All right, here, fix it, man. Awesome, and send it to the VBA. That's the logic of it. Isn't that wrong?
Oh my God. That's really wrong.
That's what.
And that really sounds like developers have really strong-armed that legislation, for sure. No right policymaker in their right mind would sit there and think that's a good system. I swear, even if you guys didn't come in here and I was walking around, I just, you can kind of feel the house just being like, you know, like it feels rickety.
Yeah. Also want to give you these, man, my special keychains.
No!
Have you seen them?
You know, this is honestly, I was going to buy these for my own birthday if no one gave me these. These are these like little, shut up, go to hell, from the Simpsons things. Oh my God, I saw this on your site.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't want anything more. I'm telling you now.
I've got version 3. It's not out yet.
The best way to rectify is demo and start again.
You're a king. This is, I don't know how you came up with this idea. This is
good from far, but far from good. This is what the site is.
Yeah, but like the little audio, like getting the little phrases on the. Oh, it's perfect. No, thank you so much.
No, all good, man.
No, I'm very excited about this.
Friendlyjordies, man. Jordan, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. I learned a lot coming out here.
Yep.
It was awesome. I mean, you haven't subbed already, make sure that you sub to this channel because, as you were saying there, I know that a lot of millennials want to be a homeowner at some point, and so one day this information will be useful, probably in about 15, 20 years. But still, sign up. It's incredible. Good work.
Thanks, man. Till next time.